There is literally one bolt on the very top of the bell housing. Like, honestly, what a time to be alive. Welcome back, guys. Today we are working on the Stag again. Missing quite a few parts. Crank bolt's actually also undone. But today we are dropping the gearbox because Nissan in their wisdom said if you want to take the sump off to replace the glass gears that we put in the oil pump, then you also need to take the gearbox off because there's bolts that go through the gearbox into the sump. That is our gearbox. It wasn't all bad news that we have to drop this because I've actually just got a new clutch anyway, because with the power that we'll be making, the OEM clutch would probably just get blown straight through on the dyno. So prop shaft is out. Tail shaft has actually been loosened and the bolts have come out. So if you're planning on dropping the sump, you also better be prepared to drop the gearbox. On your garage floor, on your back, with nothing but hand tools. Long time viewers will know this is deja vu for me, and I didn't like it the first time, and I'm not going to like it the second time. I will drain all of the fluids out of it, so that will be the transfer case, the actual box itself. Yeah, that's it, because then you can just take that off, and then hopefully it'll give me some time to look at that leak on the back there for the attester system. Hopefully fix that up. I watched a video of Cardo GTR do this exact job on his driveway by himself with just a jack, which is just f***ing ridiculous to be able to do that. But anyway, try anything once, I guess. Onto the box now, same again. This is the fill hole here. I have already cracked that, so it is loose. Hot tip for young players at home, make sure that before you crack the drain bolt, you crack the fill bolt. No point draining this if this is seized, and you would be very surprised how often the top one seizes and the bottom one doesn't. This is the drain hole. I have a feeling this one's going to be tight like a Toyga, so I got the big dog. Oh, another one? Damn! Undo these two, and this bad boy should just drop on me, which should be good. Love that. Alright, so now we are going to drop the back of the attester off, which joins obviously to the back of the box. I believe you can only do this. It's nice to do it by these two bolts because one, they always leak in here, so you can fix that leak up. But two, you don't have to re-bleed the attester system when you reconnect it all. Obviously you can only do this if you have drained the box. If you aren't draining the box, then you just disconnect this line here and then you have to re-bleed the attester system. It's actually not that bad. We've done it before on Dean's GTR, but if you don't have to, then don't. So. Update on where we're at. I've just been undoing the bell housing bolts here, and I've got all of them undone. What I thought was all of them anyway. There is literally one bolt on the very top of the bell housing. So I got on the forums and I looked around and I was like, how do you get this bolt out? And the answer is you get a 1 meter extension. And like, that's just common. Everyone's like, yep, undo the engine mounts, drop the box down a bit, it'll give you some real estate up the top there, and then get your 1 meter extension and reach down from the back of the box and have a uni joint on the end of it and then get on the bolt. Like, honestly, what a time to be alive. Alright, so I just screwed the cross member bolts half back in. They're hanging out like maybe, here bro, maybe like 10 mil. So I'm going to back this jack off and see if we get any movement out of this area here-ish. I think we should get some drop in it. Oh yeah, okay. I don't like it. Oh, boys. Boys. I think I'm on. You better believe we got the dog. That's you. And that's you. I swear to God, like the Nissan engineers must just roll over in their graves, pissing themselves laughing. Had blokes like me doing that for the first time, but God knows how I'm going to get that thing back in, but we're going to have to try.
6 hours later.
New day, and I did do some research last night. In there is a pin that needs to be removed so that it releases because it's a pull type clutch, which is similar to the Subarus, but it's a trap for young punters. So apparently you remove that boot and reach in there with some long nose and rip it out. Then after that we take the gear stick out on the inside. Normally that's the first thing people do because I feel like it'd be really easy to get carried away down here and then you're just hanging off the bottom of a gearbox and you just rip your shifter through the floor. But anyway, don't let me forget. Alright, so we're doing this. I reckon I'm gonna have a red up crack at this. 2 bell housing bolts left to go in there, cross member's still on, so take that off now. And then I've got a little strap just holding that up there so I can get this bad boy under here somewhere. Start wrestling it like full WWE Undertaker style. Let's go. TLC match, baby. Tables, ladders, chairs. Let's go to war. Come on, you fucking dog. Ah, my finger. Alright.
Bad girl, in there as well. They gave you some really cool, not only
Oh, he's so fucking close. Alright. 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 You wanna fucking dance now, boy? Let's fucking dance, you dumb. Oh, that's too fast. Alright, that's nice and slow. Nice and slow. I don't give a fuck how long this takes. That's how slow it's going down. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Who wins that round, bitch? Fucking Blake. Ah! We fucking did it! I'm not gonna fucking beer after that. And I don't care how sketchy that looked or was. We did it. Alright, so that's how you drop a gearbox. And as I said, beers are on, because that's a win in anyone's book. I honestly didn't believe that I could do that on my own, on a garage floor. But anyway, that's how we did it. It actually wasn't that bad. All of the jobs are very straightforward. You know what you have to do. It's just a matter of just ballsing up and doing it. I will say there's a few hot tips that I will give to people. First one, obviously before the box is out, so that's our box there. Your clutch fork there, so your 33, 34 guys with your pull type clutch. The pin up in there has to be pulled out, as you saw me do. My pliers couldn't fit in there, so what I did was get some wire like that with a hook on it and just rip the pin out. It doesn't matter where it falls, as long as it just falls out. And then you'll see the bigger pin there, so your little locking pin sits in the top here, and then this pin here you just reach in with literally anything and just tap it down like that. And then once you get it to there and you can't press it from the top anymore, there's a little ridge on the top here. Little ridge on the top there, and you just reach in from the bottom and then just go like that. And it does exactly that. It just falls out and then flaps around in there and does its thing. My next hot tip, which shout out to Cardo GTR because this is where I got it from. The biggest tip of all for doing this solo is to balance it perfectly on the jack. The jack was positioned under here, under that very front part, and that was like a perfect seesaw. As soon as the input shaft actually dropped out, the box just dropped and rotated exactly where it needed to be. I don't know whether it was just luck that happened, but it was just all too easy. So that's the two biggest things. Apart from that, just rip all of the bolts out and just rip it out. There's no secret sauce to it. I'll be the first to admit that it's fucking scary. It's definitely not for the faint-hearted. That's it. That's how you rip a gearbox out by yourself on your garage floor with just a jack. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something if you're here on how to do it by yourself. If you need the inspiration to do this by yourself, I'm here to say do it. If you have faith that you can do it, do it. Because I was not going to do this at all, and then I saw Cardo do it and I was like, I can fucking do this. That's me done for the day. I'm actually going to go mow the lawns now, because lawn update hasn't been mowed in probably 48 hours. And it's starting to go a bit off, so I need to get the stripes back into her, but anyway, she'll be right. Still looks reasonable. Still looks pretty fucking flat, to be honest. But anyway, that's me done for the day. I'm stoked with that. We will see you on the next one. Bye.
Ever since you shut the door on everything we knew, you're too late for love, feeling your true love, feeling on love, feeling